I'm sure you all know that Skyrim Special Edition is coming out in a few days, and most of you probably know there is actually a beta being run right now for the creation kit. So a lot of mod authors are actually getting a chance to try to convert their existing mods over to the Special Edition, and of course perhaps even create new ones. Now, I did not get access to the beta unfortunately, so I have no first-hand knowledge of what has changed, but I have spoken to an awful lot of mod authors who did, and I've got a reasonable feeling for how things are going, what has changed, and how it changes the predictions I made regarding how long it would take for us to get all of our favourite mods. And I can tell you the general feeling I'm getting is good news. However, I want to reiterate something I said back then. I still want you to be patient. I want you to realise that it will take some time for the mods to come out. But now, having seen what we've seen, knowing what we know, things are looking pretty hopeful. Now, there have been some pitfalls, there have been some things that have changed that we didn't expect to change, and it is causing some problems for some mod authors. I'm pretty sure they'll find solutions. However, just be aware, there may be some mods that take a little while to get fixed and ported over to Skyrim. But the reason I'm feeling pretty optimistic is two things that might have changed that could have caused catastrophic problems for mod authors did not change, or at least it doesn't look like they changed. And those two things were the scripting engine and the user interface technology. Now, I don't think many of us really thought the scripting engine would get changed because that would cause a lot of problems for Bethesda. It would increase the amount of work they had to do to basically make the special edition of Skyrim. But it was one of those doomsday scenarios, those what ifs that we had to sort of consider, and it would have been really bad. But the user interface, the changing of the user interface technology to match that in Fallout 4 was a very real possibility. That was something that they might have done, and had they done that, it would only have affected mods that dealt with the user interface, but that of course included Sky UI, and Sky UI is one of the critical mods for most people. Even if you don't like Sky UI, the interface, most people like the MCM, the mod configuration menu that comes with it, and many mods use it. This was something a lot of us were worried about, because had they updated the user interface technology to use the same technology they used in Fallout 4, that could have been bad. That could have been very, very bad indeed. But it would seem they have not. This, of course, is great news. However, I do want you to keep your expectations in check. I don't want you to get too excited and expect too much too quickly. You are still going to have to be patient. Some mods will take more time than others. Some are going to take a few weeks, some may take several weeks, and indeed it is still true that some mods may never make it. They might not be possible, there might be a problem, or the mod author may be MIA. You are going to have to be patient, you're going to have to keep your expectations under control. I know the big question is going to be, well, how long before we get SKSE? How long before we get Sky UI and MCM? And I did ask those teams, and the answer I got was, we don't know. We're going to have to look at the code ourselves. We're going to have to see what is and is not possible, what has changed when you look deep under the hood. Because remember, those guys look really deep under the hood. And until they have done a lot more research, they are not willing to give any estimates as to if and when we can expect those mods. So, whilst it is good news, and there is a lot of reason to have hope, again, keep that in mind. Nothing is promised yet, nothing is set in stone, and you can't rely on it. Be patient, keep the hype at a minimum, but at the same time, you know, I'm going to admit I am a little excited, okay? Thank you for listening, and I will keep you guys in the loop. I will keep you up to date with any news I hear, and indeed find out myself, because in 2 days I will get access to the creation kit along with the rest of you, and of course I will be trying to get all of my mods converted across to the special edition, and yes, some of them, 1 or 2 of them, I think I may be able to get across to the Xbox as well. So thank you for listening, and I will see you guys next time.